Tough question. Self-taught developer, universal formal education developer. Which one would you take?
Wow, that's a tricky one. I think I still have a bit of a bias from the university degree kind of people because they have a very high demand for income because they always think, wow, I should always get paid 200,000 or more, and it will be difficult for me to employ somebody at that pay rate, right? Especially since they know so much stuff that I don't need. Right? That's the trick. They know so much stuff that I don't need, and so it's difficult to get them employed successfully. Those people are best employed by very large companies because then even in a large company, they have to learn still a lot of new stuff, and that will kind of fit in, right? And the large company, well, they could probably hire 100 people at 200,000 a crack, right? A small company like me, I would probably take the low-grade university person and then teach them what I need to have added to that, and then I can afford them in a much more productive way.
But you're saying you would rather use the university formal trained or not? You?
Well, I mean, there are some universities that only go so far that they know what a computer is and how it works and a little bit of ticking and tacking, right? So that is good enough. I don't need to have somebody that knows the latest and greatest about everything, because really, I don't even know the latest and greatest about everything except for the stuff that I need. Right? And so it will be much better. And also what could happen is if you have a really smart person, we had that recently. So I had programmed something and it was so and so good. And then the boss basically said, now we need to have it so and so much more advanced. And this was a very expensive programmer, right? Yeah. 150,000 or something like that. And I told him, well, listen, this is how I'm programming stuff. And he said, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I can do it in a different language. I can do it in Angular and I can do it in React. I figured, oh, that is just fantastic. And then he programmed it so complicated that I could not understand it at all.
Could anybody understand?
And
he's the only guy.
He programmed many thousand lines of code, and then he had it working so good, but when the boss looked at it, it wasn't near anywhere good enough. It was just complicated and difficult and this and that. I figured, that is disastrous, right? And so then we threw all this programming away, and I rewrote everything that the boss needed in 100 lines of code, right? And so we threw out the entire programmer's stuff, and I was so glad. 100 lines of code now, that is handy. That's where you can do stuff. And if you don't understand it, get AI to explain it to you.
Jeez, unbelievable.